Welcome to Microcode. If you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. So today we are going to proceed with the employees management system. So I'm going to sign in. So we are trying to enhance our application. So here on employees, we added some few features. So you're able to update the employee form. As you can see, this is how the form looks like. So under holidays, you are able to add a new holiday. As you can see, this is Madaraka Day. Then you can choose the date. So here, and then end it. Then if you register, put in some description, say Madaraka Day. Then you can register. So as you can see, we have our Madaraka Day here now registered. So if you click edit, this is how our form looks like. So we need to update this particular form. So let's just go to our source code. So if you go to holidays, so let's pick what is there on our department's create form. So we need to borrow this. So I'll just copy all this UI here. So then I'll go to the holidays folder. So then under create action, so this is so I'm going to paste it here. It's actually under edit, not create. So that is edit. So then you can borrow what was there on our department's edit form. So this is how it looks. So you are going to copy this. Then we actually update it here. So then we say update holiday. Then we need to close some tags here. So we need to remove the created on, created by, and also modified on and modified by. So those are actually added when at the back end of the application. So we need to close some tags here. So you can format this. So let's remove the back to list button, and you can also update this too. So if we format, you actually have this form looking like this. And here we need to have the edits, that is the created by and created on. We don't want to update them. So we'll do created by and created on. And you can see it is actually hidden, created on. So if I format this, then once you have this, you can say this is update holiday. So once you have this, we need to go to our controller. So I'll just go to the controller under holiday. So this is holiday. Then we need to ensure that we have our user ID that is okay. So we need to ensure that our modify, you are able to update our user. So you see, this is our holiday, modified by and modified on is there, but you also need to supply the save changes ID here so that we don't so once you have that, so let's just confirm. Let's now relaunch our app and see. So if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, like our video, and even share. So we want to update these holidays, and you should be able to create a new holiday, update it, and you can actually delete. So we want to see how this is going along. So if you haven't subscribed to our channel, we notice 90% of you guys are watching our videos and you haven't subscribed. So if we go here, then under holidays, then we do edit. So we are going to edit one of the holiday. So you see, this is how our form looks like. So if we choose this one, then save. Don't know if it has updated, so let's add some text here. Let's call it updated. So it's not giving us the start date and end date. So we need to check that. So you see, Uduma day updated. So if we go back to our edit form, so let's just go to holiday edits. Then on the start, we have this, and you can actually have here as a type. You can actually say this is date. Can do that, and you can also have this as start date. Then we can update this. So we reload. So let's close this. So if we reload, this is how it looks. So let's just edit. You see, this is how it looks. So we can actually have two columns here. So what we can do is let's go back here. Then we can actually say here we need this. So this is actually in a row. You can say MD6, and we can copy this, update it here, and also update it here. And we can also have our create. We should actually have the back button. So I'll just copy this and update it here. So then I can say this is update holiday. So then if we update our page, we should now be having two columns. So start date, we need to have it. So where is it? Here. So we need to modify this, and you can update it that way. So we go back here, then you can see we have update holiday, and this is how our form now looks like. So if we add this, we choose this, and we say update. Let's call this updated, and we say update. So you can see our Christmas is updated. So if we click view, so this is how our view screen looks like. So you can actually also update this. So you can borrow from what you have been doing and the departments and other modules. So you're going to have these as a, so let's call it under designation. Don't know if this is what you updated. I think we didn't do the designation. Let's check on the cities. So which one have we updated? So if we go to designations, I think we only have the edits. Department, you have only the edits. Then for system users, I think we need to update that. If we go to, let's check on system codes. Let's look at the holidays or the leave applications. I think you haven't updated much here. So what we need to actually do is we need to update the holidays view. Do we even need the view page? I think what you can do, we can just have these buttons like the ones we have under departments. Not departments, but system codes. You see these ones? You can actually have these buttons here. So what I'll do, I'll copy these ones from the system code details. So if you go to system code details under index, you can borrow these two buttons. So, and you can actually change the color. So here it says primary, then this is, so I don't know. Then we can have these on our holidays index. So I'll just paste this here. I'll just paste all of this here. And now we have just one action. So you can call this action. So we'll be having edit and delete. So if we update our app and go back to holidays, we should now be having two buttons. So this is, we need to rebuild and apply. So we should now be having two buttons, the edit and delete button. So I don't know if we need to be deleting the data, that is the holidays, or we need to be locking them. So let's just confirm that. So if we go to sign in, Then if we just come here under holidays, you see we have these two buttons. So if I click edit, I can go back. If I click delete, so this is how the delete looks like. So you can also borrow the delete button UI from the other modules. So this is how the delete looks like. So I'm going to borrow this, then to our holidays, delete, then I can have it here. So I can say, are you sure you want to delete this? Then this, then we can have this th, can have this td, th, td, th, this td, th. So I'll have th, then td, then th, then we have here td, then this is th, then this is td, then you say this is th, this is td, th, this is td. So then this is tr. But now I want to have 2, 2. So this is 1, 2. So I'll have here my table row. Then I can open another one. Then I can have 1, 2. Then I can also close this. Then I can open another one. Then 1, 2. Sorry. So 1, 2. I can also close this. Then I can also open. Then we have 1, 2. That is now closed. So if we format this, we need now to ensure that we are closing our table. So we need to close it here. So I'll just close it here. Then we need to close our divs. So if we do that, sorry, I need to close this. So I can close that. So I can also close this. So if we do that, then we should be able to have our UI looking a bit better. So if I update our view, so let's just see how this looks like. So as you can see, we now have this. So for the table, for the delete buttons, I think we need to have it somewhere else. So I can just copy this. You can have it outside our table. So I'll just have it there. So if we update, should be having them down here. You see? So as you can see, you have the created by, it is actually displaying the ID, and also modified by displays the ID. So here we need to actually get the names. So if I just go to our controller under holidays, so we can go to the delete action. Then we actually have to do .include. So it'd say here created by, and also we can have .include, say modified by. So that will be our created by and modified by. So if we go to delete now, instead of using created by.id here, we need to have modified by dot full name. Then this one you can say created by dot full name. So if we just update now, let's relaunch our app. We should now be able to have those two details available for us. So you should see the created by name, and also you should see the created by full name and also the modified by full name. So if we go to holidays now and say delete, that's the update. Sorry. if we do delete, you should be able to see the created by and modified by. So you can see this is not is aligned to the, we need to make that equal. So we'll do here 4 4 4 4. Let's just come back here. So this is 4 4, so that they are equal. So we need those columns to be equal. I'll just do here 4 4. This is 4, this is 4, this is 4, and also here we have these as 4, these as 4. Then here this is 4, the other ones, okay, this one is also 4. So if we update this, we should now be able to see these columns similar. So you can see we now have these looking better. So that is one of the ways on how we can update our app. So if you go back to the leave adjustments, so if we click view, this is how it looks. So you can also update this. So let's just go to our leave adjustments. So you can borrow the same thing that you have done under edit. So you can just borrow this. Then if we go to leave adjustment entries, then edit. So I'll just update this here. Then we call this update. So you can call it leave adjustments. So here you can actually have these as you can do MD6 for all our DIVs. So I'll just do that. Sorry. So I'll copy this, have it here. Also have it here. Also this one, start date, end date, description, and the type. Then I can also, so let me format this. So if we format that, this is our div row. Then we can actually close it here. So if we close it here, then we can, so I can remove the back to list here, and I can also close all the other divs. So as you can see, the tags are closed. So then here I need to, so we need the update button and the back to list. So you can copy that from our holiday here. So I'll borrow this here. So if we go back here, I can update it. So you can have it this way. So you can say update leave adjustment. So I can format that. So if we click update, we should now be able to have our form looking better. You can see. But now here, you see the leave employee, the employee name is numbers, the days, the date, the leave adjustment date, and the end date. Even the adjustment type is numbers. So what we need to do, we need to go to the controller, leave adjustments. Then we can actually change instead of, so you can borrow this view data. So we need to update it on our, so we can remove this binding here. Can just have it that way. So you can see here, instead of having description, it is having IDs as a display name. And also this one, you need to change it that way. So that is it. So same to the edit, we need to check. So you can see we need to have this as a description and also this one as the full name. So if we copy that, go back here, we can remove this binding as well. Up to here, sorry. So let me remove that up to here. So if we come back here, we need to actually also have the view data displaying the name and the description, not the IDs. Sorry. So I'm just copying that there. So just comparing to ensure that it's okay. So the next thing that I want us to do on our create leave adjustment. So let me just check. If you go to create action, there are some things that we need to ensure that we have here. So if you go to our leave application, you realize that you are supplying the created on and modified on. I think we were actually passing the text. But now, if we relaunch this, so let's just relaunch it so that you're able to see what is happening. So we need to actually take the user who is logged in and also update any kind of information that we want. So let's just launch our app and see how this looks like. So if we go to our app and sign in, then if we go to the leave adjustments, then view. So if you see our names are now okay, it is picking the names. So we say here the leave period 2024. Then this is negative. We click update. Say this is. We click update. We are not seeing anything. So, and if we go back, we realize that this was not being added here automatically. So we were actually having a way on how this is updated. But if you go back here, I want us to check on our leave adjustment edit. So if I come here, you realize that if I have my period here and say update, is valid is false. So we need, so you see the employee ID is invalid, created by, modified by, leave period, and invalid. So actually leave period is also a drop down. But I want to show you guys that this one we are not actually supposed to be updating from here. It will be updated by the HR, and they are the one actually to do a positive or a negative leave adjustment. So in fact, we should actually remove these edits. This should actually be a viewing. So we should actually disable this so that you're able to only see and not do anything with it. So if you go to our leave adjustments and edit, so I can actually disable. So I can disable this. So we can actually remove this action here and just let's remove the form. So if we remove the form, then we can just have this disabled. So you can say this is disabled. So you can have just this as disabled. So we don't need to be updating our leave adjustment entries. So this can only be updated by the HR. So if we do that and format our app, if we update, we should not be able to update anything here. So this should be only the, so you can see this is how it looks, the number of days. So let's go back to the number of days. We can also do that. Then here we can just say leave adjustments entry. So if we update now to this leave adjustment entry. So I'll be showing you how this is updated on our next series. So you can see this is how, so then we can actually remove the update button, just have the back button. So you can only view it. So you can see, so that is it. So you only need to view and do nothing about it. So on the leave balances, you can also see, and this is where now the adjustment happens. So if you come here, you see you can adjust now leave balance, and you can select the period, the employee, the number of days, the adjustment date, whether it's a positive or negative leave adjustment, and you can proceed to do that. So you can see this form how it looks. You can also update this particular form. So let's copy what is there and create. So I'll just borrow this. So if we go to our leave balances, so if you go to leave balances, and so if you come here, then you say create leave balances, then adjust the leave balance. So this is where we should be able to update. So I'll just say copy this. So here you say adjust. So I'll just borrow this text here, and you can have it here. So I'll remove this. Then here we'll now close our. I'll remove the back button here. Then I can copy this. So if I format, I should also format. So there we go. I need to remove one of the closing tag. So then we now have our form. So these are row here. So we just need one. So let's remove the one. And I think it should be now okay. So if we format this, I also need to have the back button. That is the create. So I'll just go back here and I can borrow this. So if we go to our leave adjustment, you can now update this and you can say register leave adjustment. So if we update now our app, we should be able to see the UI now looking a bit better. So you can see this is how it looks. So, and you can now update other details. So if we go back here and say adjust, so this is how the form now looks, and you can adjust this. So we'll be looking on this more on our next episode, where you define the leave period and how you actually decide those leave adjustments. So I'm leaving it there for today. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing, like the video, and see you in our next episode. Bye.